Hello children, welcome to AIMS India's online classes. This is biology session, reaching the age of adolescence. So we have completed the lesson. Now let us discuss the questions from this chapter which appear in the previous Olympiads. So before going to the exercise, let us have a brief discussion. Let us recall the concepts. At puberty, the voice box or the larynx begins to grow. The boys develop larger voice boxes. The growing voice box in boys can be seen as a protruding part of the throat. It is called Adam's apple. The secondary sexual characters are the traits that distinguish the two sexes of an individual. In human beings, the secondary sex characters in the males include gain in the height, a prominent Adam's apple, deep voice or harsh voice, growth of beard, mustaches, and pubic hairs, hair on the chest, thighs, and armpits. In females, the secondary sexual characters are seen as height gain, but with shorter stature than boys, less facial hairs, growth of pubic hairs, hair in the armpits, high pitched voice, and the development of breasts. So other features include broadening of pelvis and the deposition of fat around hips and smoother skin texture. Okay, apart from these development of the reproductive organs, the endocrine glands secrete hormones into the surroundings, that is interstitial fluid. So those hormones then diffuse into the blood and are carried to various organs and tissues called target tissues within the body. The endocrine glands include pituitary gland, thyroid gland, parathyroid gland, adrenal glands, gonads. Gonads means testis and ovary. Testis in males, ovaries in females. Then pineal gland and pancreas. So the pituitary gland secretes growth hormone, prolactin, thyroid stimulating hormone, adrenocorticotropic hormone, follicle stimulating hormone, and luteinizing hormone. So what is the function of growth hormone? Growth hormone stimulates the cellular activities like protein synthesis and promote the growth. The thyroid follicle cells synthesize the hormone. What is the hormone secreted by thyroid gland? Thyroid hormone. Okay. The parathyroid glands produce a parathormone. The hormone increases the blood calcium concentration, and calcium ions level fall below normal. So the adrenal cortex produces mineralocorticoids, glucocorticoids, and androgens. These are the hormones secreted by adrenal cortex. And endocrine cells of the pancreas form clusters called pancreatic islets of Langerhans, or the islets of Langerhans. Among the cell type in each pancreatic islets, there are alpha cells and beta cells. Alpha cells produce a hormone glucagon, and beta cells produce the hormone insulin. The thymus gland is found behind the sternum, the breastbone. The thymus produces hormones referred to as thymosins, which contribute to the development of immune response in infants. Okay, children. So these are some of the facts which we missed at the time of completion of the lesson. Okay, these are extra points we have discussed now. So let us enjoy the worksheet. The state, national level, previous Olympiad exams, these questions appeared from this chapter. So the first question, adolescence is the period of, what is the age? 5 to 10 years, 11 to 19 years, 22 to 28 years, and 30 to 40 years. The adolescence is the period of age between 11 to 19 years. Which term used for secretions of endocrine glands responsible for changes taking place in the body? Adolescence, puberty, menstruation, insulin. Which term is used for the secretions of endocrine glands responsible for changes taking place in the body? It is the adolescence, puberty, menstruation, and insulin. So here the puberty is appeared at the age of adolescence only. The growth of hairs at the pubic region is called as puberty stage. So adolescence. How many pairs of chromosomes found in the nuclei of the human cells, particularly here? 22 pairs, 23 pairs, 24 pairs, 25 pairs. So it is 22 plus 1 pair, means total 23 pairs of chromosomes are present, out of which the 23 are called autosomes or vegetative chromosomes, and the remaining 1 pair it is called the allosome or sex chromosomes. Okay, total 23 pairs. Next, the children gain height during which period? Adolescence, endocrine, balanced food, menarche. So children gain height during adolescence period. Testes secrete which hormone? Thyroxin, estrogen, testosterone, iodine. Testosterone. Adam's apple is enlarged larynx, mammary glands, apple of Adam, red apple. Adam's apple. Enlarged larynx is called Adam's apple. The chemical substances which are secreted from endocrine glands are called puberty, hormones, estrogen, adolescence. The chemical substances secreted by endocrine glands are called hormones. Out of these, which one determines the sex of baby? Hormones, chloroplast, chromosomes, pituitary gland. It is the chromosomes which determine the sex of the baby. If the zygote is made up of XY chromosomes, it is a boy. Okay, if the zygote consists of zygote is diploid, 2 X chromosomes, then it is a girl child. Okay, what do you call the stoppage of menstruation? Called menarche, menopause, gametes, insulin. So it is the menopause, the stage of the stoppage of menstruation in the ladies between 45 to 50 years of age, or in some women's after 50 the cycle will start. Which hormone is secreted by adrenal glands? Adrenaline, insulin, testosterone, estrogen. It is the adrenaline hormone secreted by adrenal gland, which is present on the top of kidneys. So reproduction age in the women starts when their menstruation starts, the breast starts developing, the body weight increases or height increases. So the reproductive maturity will start at the startage of menstruation. Which is male gonad? Hair, chest, mustache, Testis. Testis is the male gonad which produces the spermatozoa. The beginning of the menstruation at puberty is called ovulation, menstruation, menarche, menopause. It is the menarche. The first menstruation is called as menarche. In males, the sex chromosome consists of only one X and one Y, both X and X, both Y and Y, one M and one X. So it is one X and one Y chromosome. Production of thyroxin requires which hormone? Sodium, magnesium, iodine, bromine. So we have discussed that the thyroxin requires the production. The presence of iodine is required for the production of thyroxin hormone. So that's why in the metamorphosis of frog also, the water in which the tadpole living, if iodine is absent, then the tadpole remains like tadpole only. Okay, it requires iodine for the production of thyroxin. The thyroxin will help in the metamorphosis of the frog. Which one of the following are male sex hormones? Insulins, aldosterones, androgens, pheromones. Pheromones are the hormones secreted by the insects to attract the female insect. Male insects secrete these pheromones. They communicate with the help of these hormones. Okay, so the insulin is secreted by pancreas. Aldosterones are secreted by adrenal gland, and androgens, these are the male sex hormones. Okay, in children, hypothyroidism means underactive thyroid gland or hyposecretion of thyroxin can lead to goiter, acromegaly, cretinism, mixed edema. That is cretinism. Okay, inactive, the child becomes very inactive. The metabolic rate is less compared to normal child. Islets of Langerhans are found in anterior pituitary, kidney cortex, spleen, endocrine pancreas. The endocrine part of pancreas is called as islets of Langerhans, which is composed of alpha and beta cells which secrete insulin and glucagon. The hormone responsible for fight or flight response is adrenaline, thyroxin, ADH, oxytocin. So the stress hormone, that is adrenaline, it is called fight or flight hormone. Which one of the following condition is resulted from excess growth hormone in adults? Cushing's disease, acromegaly, hyperthyroidism, diabetes mellitus. It is the gorilla face appearance, hypergrowth, that is called acromegaly, is the condition resulted from excess growth hormone in adults. Whereas dwarfism, if hyposecretion of growth hormone by pituitary. The adolescent should be careful about what they eat because proper diet develops their brains. Proper diet is needed for the rapid growth taking place in their body. Adolescents feel hungry all the time. Taste buds are well developed in teenagers. So actually the second one, the proper diet is needed for the rapid growth taking place in their body. Reproductive age in women starts when their menstruation starts, breast starts developing, body weight increases, height increases. Already discussed, I think. The menstruation starts. The right meal for adolescents consists of chips, noodles, coke, or combination of chapati, dal, vegetables, rice, noodles, and burger, vegetable cutlets, chips, and lemon drink. So it's a chapati, dal, and vegetable is a healthy food. Traditional Indian food. The pancreas secretes which of the following hormone? Thyroxin, insulin, adrenaline, testosterone. So the pancreas produces insulin and glucagon. These are the two hormones actually. Iodine is essential for proper working of which of the following endocrine glands? Thyroid, pituitary, adrenal, pancreas. Thyroid gland requires the iodine. That's why the thyroxin is also called as triiodothyroxine. Okay, means 3 iodine molecules are required for the production of thyroxin. That's why we include iodized salt in the food the diet which we take. Which of the following glands secrete the hormone, growth hormone? Thyroid, pituitary, adrenal, testis. Growth hormone, it is secreted by pituitary. Which hormone prepares the body for stress situation? For stress situation. Testosterone, insulin, adrenaline, thyroxin. Which hormone prepares the body for stress situation? It is the adrenaline. Which one of the following is both exo and endocrine gland or mixed gland? Thyroid, pancreas, pairs, patches, thymus. It is the pancreas which is called the mixed gland because it secretes pancreatic juice as well as the insulin and glucagon hormones. So it is a mixed gland. Exocrine, digestive juice, pancreatic juice, endocrine, insulin and glucagon. The hormone that promotes the reabsorption of water by nephron is androgens, parathormone, vasopressin, oxytocin. It is the vasopressin, antidiuretic hormone. It is also called, it is secreted by the pancreas, which helps in the reabsorption of water by nephron. Okay. Its hyposecretion leads to diabetes insipidus, means oversecretion of urine. ACTH is secreted by adrenocorticotropic hormone. It is secreted by adrenal cortex, thyroid, adrenal medulla, pituitary. It is the pituitary gland which secretes ACTH. So adrenocorticotropic hormone stimulates the adrenal gland to produce adrenal cortex is stimulated by this pituitary to produce the hormones. The blood pressure is controlled by adrenal gland, thyroid, thymus gland, corpus luteum. It is the adrenal gland which controls the blood pressure, which is not under the control of pituitary. Adrenal gland, adrenal cortex, thyroid, adrenal medulla, testis. It is the adrenal medulla part which is not under the control of pituitary. Which of the following hormones has no effect on heartbeat? Thyroxin, oxytocin, adrenaline, noradrenaline. Noradrenaline. Okay. So here actually thyroxin, adrenaline and noradrenaline, they are having their impact on the heartbeat. So oxytocin, it is produced in the females and it helps in the delivery of the child. At the time of childbirth, this is released, which helps in the contraction relaxation of the uterus muscles. Okay. So oxytocin has no effect on heartbeat. So choose the mismatched pair from the following: insulin, gluconeogenesis, glucagon, glucogenolysis, oxytocin, contraction of the uterine muscles, prolactin, milk production, the mammary glands. So here glucagon, glucogenolysis, right? So this is the mismatched pair actually. Oxytocin, okay, this is also right, the contraction of uterine muscles, and prolactin, milk production, the mammary glands, in the females. Next, here insulin actual function is it converts the excess of glucose into glycogen. So glycogenesis is the function of insulin. So here gluconeogenesis is given. So this is the mismatched pair. So vasopressin. So here match the following type question. Sometimes codes are given below. Okay, vasopressin, insulin, thyroxin, growth hormone. These are the column 1 items. The column 2 items: diabetes mellitus, diabetes insipidus, gigantism, cretinism. So let us match first. Vasopressin. So vasopressin leads to diabetes insipidus, hyposecretion. Insulin, hyposecretion, leads to diabetes mellitus. Thyroxin, hyposecretion in children, leads to cretinism. Growth hormone in adults, oversecretion of growth hormone leads to gigantism, over height. Okay, so 35B, 36A, 37D, 38C. Well, let us proceed. Testis, same, the column 1 and column 2 we have to match. The testis, it produces the male gamete, spermatozoa. Menarche, it is the first menstruation, is called menarche. The female hormone, estrogen, is the female hormone which is responsible for the secondary sexual characters in females. Ovary, it is a female reproductive organ which produces ova. Male hormone, testosterone. Okay, testis produce sperm. Menarche is the first menstruation. Female hormone is estrogen. Ovaries secrete ova. Male hormone is testosterone. Next, the adolescence, it is the period between 12 to 14. Menopause, the age between 40 to 50, anytime. Menstruation, it occurs during the regularization of the menstrual cycle, takes place between the 13 to 19 years in the females. And no. Here the menstruation, the period of the bleeding, that is 3 to 5 days in the females. And the menarche is the first menstrual cycle, beginning 13 to 19 years in between. Okay, it may be 12 or 13, approximately 13 to 19 years mostly. So adolescence, the age between 12 to 14 years. Okay. Here actually the 44, adolescence is between the 13 to 19 years. The menopause, that is 40 to 50 years. So here it is D, first one. Then the menopause, that is C. Menstruation, it is the bleeding which occurs between 3 to 5 days, it is B. And okay, it's B. Next, menarche, okay, it is the first menstrual cycle, 12 to 14 years in between in the females. Okay, next, another matching type, the testis. Testis, it's yes, testosterone produce, male. Thyroid produce thyroxin P. Adrenal gland produce adrenalin Q. The pancreas produce insulin R. XX chromosomes, it represent the girl. XY chromosomes represents the boy. Okay. So larynx is called voice box, music box, respiratory organ, none of these. So larynx is also called voice box, sound producing organ. Okay. The egg is egg gamete, female gamete, both of these, none of these. It's a female gamete. Thyroxin produced by pituitary gland, adrenal gland, thyroid gland, testis. Thyroxin is produced by thyroid gland. There are dash pairs of chromosomes in human cell: 23, 46, 22. Here pairs asked, so 23 pairs, out of which 22 pairs is the autosomes, vegetative chromosomes, and the one pair is the sex chromosomes, X and Y. Initially, the girls grow dash than boys, faster, slower, fasterly. Initially, they grow faster than boys. The period of maturity of reproductive organs is called adolescence period, menstruation, gestation period. So adolescence period. Fertilization is called to produce sperm, to produce eggs, the fusion of sperms and eggs. All of these. Fertilization means fusion of sperms and eggs, male and female gametes. Puberty age in the females. Puberty age in females 12 to 14 years. The number of chromosomes are present in human cell: 23 pairs. The male hormone is estrogen, progesterone, testosterone. Testosterone. Which of the following should be taken by the adolescents in the male? Chapati, dal and vegetables. The reproductive phase of women lies between her dash and dash, the menarche and monopause, the first menstrual cycle and the monopause. The sweat glands, salivary glands and oil glands do not release their secretions directly into the blood. So these glands do not have ducts. So only the statement 1 is correct, statement 2 is wrong. They have ducts. A female gamete carries dash chromosomes. Only X chromosome. Which of the following is will occur in females by puberty or at the puberty? Ovulation, enlargement of breasts, broadening of hips. Okay, all these changes takes place at the time of puberty in females. Ovulation means production of release of eggs. Release of egg. Every menstrual cycle produce one egg. The information given below refers to which of the following hormone? Glands secreting the hormone are located on the top of the kidneys. Convert glycogen into glucose. Increase blood pressure. Testosterone, insulin, adrenaline, progesterone. So actually adrenaline, no doubt, but this one is not related to adrenaline. So this is related to glucagon, pancreas. Okay, remaining to 1 and 3 statements related to adrenaline. During menstrual bleeding, The fluid that comes out of the vagina contains dash along with blood: embryo, ovum, sperm, zygote. So it is a ovum. Ovum, when it is not fertilized, it gets destroyed, so it comes out during along with the blood. The time period when the body undergoes changes leading to reproductive maturity is called growth, senescence, development, adolescence. Reproductive maturity takes place the adolescence. In girls, the ovaries and eggs become mature and ovaries begin to release ovum by the process of ovulation, fertilization, oogamy, oogenesis. In girls, the ovaries and the eggs become mature and ovaries begin to release ovum. Okay, that process is called ovulation. What happens during menopause? No menstruation, no maturation of new follicles. The ovaries stop secretion of estrogen. Means hormonal secretion is also not up to the mark. So all the three. What is the legal age of for the boys and girls to get married in our country? For boys it is 21 years and for girls it is 18 years. But now it has been changed, I think so. Next, which of the following hormones controls the menstrual cycle? The ovulation, the process, ovulation process, and the development of uterus in the females. Estrogen, progesterone, testosterone. Okay, both estrogen and progesterone. Which of the following factors determine the sex of the offspring in humans? Mother's sex chromosomes, father's sex chromosomes, mother's vegetative chromosomes, father's vegetative chromosomes. Which of the following factors determine the sex of the offspring in humans? That is the father's sex chromosome. Okay, so here male, female. Okay, what is the male reproductive organ? Testis. What is the female reproductive organ? Ovary. The testis produce spermatozoa and the ovary produce ova. Okay, the spermatozoa contain some of the sperms contain X chromosome and some of the sperms contain Y chromosome. Okay, whereas all ova contain only X chromosomes. Okay, if during the fertilization the sperm with X chromosome combined with the ovum with X chromosome, it lead to the formation of a XX zygote, which is a female child. Okay, if the sperm containing Y chromosome combines with the X chromosome of ovum, then it result in the XY combination of chromosomes. The diploid zygote, if it is with the XY combination, then it is a male child. So now here you tell me which father's chromosomes or mother's chromosome determine the sex of the individual child. Sex of the child is determined by the father's sex chromosomes, that is XY chromosomes. Okay, next, what do here X, Y and Z represent in the figure given below? Here a figure given, the female, ovary, here Y, the male, X, spermatozoa, and both finally Z. So here the production of gametes and the fusion of gamete, that is fertilization, is shown in this image. So ovary produce ovum. Okay, Y is the ovum, and the male reproductive organ is testis. X is the testis, and here sperm is produced, here ovum is produced. What do you call the combination of the male and female gamete? Fertilization. Z represents the fertilization. So here X represent the testis, Y represent ovum, and Z represent fertilization. So D is the right answer. Okay. So these are some of the questions which appeared from the previous contest from this chapter. Okay. Chances of more questions. So thorough in the textbook concepts. Okay, children, thank you for watching our video. Please subscribe our channel and press the bell icon for receiving latest updates.